Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is another update again from Super Glue Evers. Whoops, left those on the floor by accident. My bad. Well, I got my projector on, my Xbox on. I'm watching Black Butler on Netflix. I highly recommend that show. It's really good. I really like it. I've already watched it once, and I'm watching it again. Just because I can, and I got slightly bored after a while. So, yeah. Anyway. You're probably wondering what the update is. Well, I've been moving stuff around and stuff like that. Yeah, that's one thing. And another thing, so they have a new subwoofer for my youth group, and they gave me the old one that came with the COS 5.1 surround sound system. Yeah, it's, of course, it's probably not the best thing in the world, but, you know, it does its job, so. Yeah, I got the subwoofer for that. Sounds pretty good, a lot better than the, guitar amp. A lot of people were yelling at me like, that's not very good. If you want low bass sounds, guitar amps don't do much for that. So yeah, I'm done with that guitar amp. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that piece of crap. Yeah, it was a $35 guitar amp when my dad got it, and that was 8 years ago. It's probably not even worth $5. This thing is so cheap. Never even heard of Crate before. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very, very cheap guitar amp. My friends that are in a little band thing, I guess, they tried to use this as a spare. They tried to see how decent it sounded, and they're like, dude, this guitar amp sucks. It just sucks. So, yeah. Done with that guitar amp. And, you're probably remembering from my first video that I ever made with this guitar amp, and it was when I was using it as a subwoofer for my, RCA stereo over there. Yeah, that RCA stereo is stupid. The CD player is dumb. Try cleaning the lenses, oiling the track. I think the lens is just too far gone in that thing. So, yeah, bye-bye to that CD player. I doubt that it'll ever work again. Sorry for the Kinect blaring in your face. It does that. But yeah. That RCA, I mean, it was from the trash, so, you know, it does its job for the radio and the tape deck. The tape deck sucks, by the way. The right side one, it only has a play and stop and eject function. So there's only one fully functioning left side one that does the record and everything, and on the other side it's just playback. Playback meaning it only has the play function, and I believe these this tape deck uses the same motor as this one. So yeah, this tape deck is just cheap. It's very cheap. This is a very cheap RCA audio system. I don't know if any universal remotes work with it because it has like no TV in function or anything. Why would you have a universal remote that works with it? But I think my Logitech touchscreen remote upstairs, the universal Logitech one that I have, I don't know if I showed that in a video or not. Well, I don't know. I'll look through my videos and see if I ever did. Maybe it was one of the videos I never uploaded. Because I've made a couple videos. They're saved to my computer, which is over there. My Asus right there. Sorry for the projector glaring in the camera. My bad. Yeah, all of the videos that I never uploaded are on that computer, and I'm probably never going to upload them. Most of them were crap videos. They were just junk, and some of them kind of made me look stupid. Yeah, because I was halfway tired in some of the videos that I made. Yeah, and my words weren't making quite that much sense. Like, I wasn't making proper sentences, stuff like that, and I was using the wrong terms for things. So, I'm probably never going to upload them, or maybe I'll just mesh them into one video and say my crap videos that I never wanted to upload. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on if I'm bored enough to upload them. Well, anyway, enough talking about that cheap RCA stereo. Anyway, this 100-watt subwoofer, it's decent. It's not bad for what it does. I've seen a heck of a lot better, like the Klipsch subwoofer, or Klipsch, I think it's actually pronounced, yeah, Klipsch. Subwoofer that's in my living room does a lot better job than this. I mean, it says 100 watt. I doubt that it actually ever pulls 100 watts, because it just uses regular speaker wire, and I don't think regular speaker wire is meant to handle that much power. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think regular thin speaker wire, like the kind of speaker wire that was ran to my Emerson speakers, like this crap, this very, very thin wire, that's what it's using. It's just using very, very thin crap wire. Yeah, so I don't think that is a true 100 watt sub. So yeah. Anyway, it says super bass woofer. They tried to make it sound even better than it is. Oh, sorry about the terrible camera work. I'm terrible with the camera. Anyway, yeah, it just says super bass woofer. Ooh, super! Must mean that it's extra special. Very special indeed. But yeah, it's got this cheap material on the side where the speaker is. Yeah, I don't know what the point is of having very, very cheap fabric right there. Probably just to protect the speaker, but I might actually just tear off that fabric. Because, you know, I actually want to... I like the look of exposed speakers. But that's never going to happen with those Emerson speakers. You see, these are very, very cheap Emerson speakers that came with a stereo that I got for Christmas around 2001, I believe. Yeah, it's just very, very cheap fronts that are glued to the plastic, and I don't want to break those off because that would be bad. And underneath it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like there's a plastic grate, like little plastic grating that's underneath that. It's holding the fabric in front of the speaker. Yeah, they're just very cheap speakers from my very cheap Emerson stereo. The console is upstairs in my room, but yeah, I'm just using those speakers for my crap surround sound system that was made from all crap speakers. Yeah, so yeah, that subwoofer is one of the updates of mine. This antenna I got from a boombox that I scrapped because the boombox was literally shot. Like, it had magic smoke come out of the back of it one day, and it never worked again. In fact, you probably saw it in that video that I made with this. It was that piece of crap dual tape deck GPX boombox. Yeah, GPX. We're high quality. GPX is never high quality. I'm sorry. What? Cancel. My Xbox. It just... Yeah, stupid Connect. Disconnect. does really random stuff sometimes. I'm sorry, but they have not perfected the Connect at all. They really need to work on that. Okay, for the other update. And yes, the lights are off over here. I apologize, it's all pitch black and spooky-like. I gotta be a little bit more quiet. But, yeah, here's another hint. The boombox, where that antenna came from that I scrapped, I took the belts out of the tape deck in there. So that's a spare set, and I put one of these sets in my old Sanyo. As you saw in probably one of my previous videos, my speaker video, I believe, this tape deck was not in working condition, but it now works perfect because I put the belts in there. So I recorded Kiss FM, like 103.7 Kiss FM. You can go to 1037kissfm.com. It's the local, like, I guess you could say, hits station. Yeah, anyway, yeah, the Sanyo boombox, my favorite boombox in this house, is fully working, and I am so excited to say that. Yeah, the rewind, fast forward, and play functions work perfect, and the record function, it's debatable, but plays back fine. It may be a little under speed, I might have to adjust that, but yeah, it works well here. I'll play back my recording. It's probably going to have a Wendy's commercial first. Yeah, I believe I started recording
find out how you can get it zero down into the branded.
Yeah, this is just the announcer. Reason why it was all crackly is because the tape was first starting out. So.
Oh wait, excuse me. Are these apples your?
Fast forward through the commercials.
For a refreshingly honest, be sure to try the.
Yeah, this is playing back from the tape that I recorded earlier. You might be able to hear it's not the best recording in the world. It actually doesn't sound half bad now that I listen to it. So yeah, it has an FM stereo recording head on it, so stereo recording head, that's pretty nice. And when it's switched over to tape and you record, it records from the microphone. And the microphone works just fine. Yeah, it's actually a pretty high quality microphone that they put in there, even though they have like a really, really small hole for it. It's a pretty good microphone that they put in there. So I have to give them props for that. So yeah, this Sanyo boombox is perfectly working. Yeah. It was entirely missing the belts. Like, the belts weren't even there. There wasn't any, even, like, goop left over or any broken piece of belt anywhere inside the casing. So the owner of it, there's someone, before the estate auction that this was sold in, like, the homeowner passed away, and they had an estate auction. They auctioned off everything, and my grandpa bought this for me. Yeah, this is my favorite boombox, and I'm really glad to say that my favorite boombox was bought and given to me by my grandpa. I love my grandpa. He's awesome. I stayed over there during the summer for a job for a week, and I got paid for it. I'm not going to say how much, because that would be bad, and that would be bragging, and I really don't want to brag about, like, getting money from relatives. I probably would have done the work for free anyway, but hey. Hey guys, sorry about the cutoff. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. My grandpa paid me, so yeah. Anyway, this boombox, I'm gonna try to hold on to this boombox as long as I can, because, yeah. I mean, my grandpa's, you know, he's still well and healthy, but it still holds good memories, and it's a great little device. I love this boombox, and I'll probably, like, I'll probably record some music to cassettes and probably bring it to a FurCon, probably. Yeah, I plan on going to FurCons sometime in the future. Hopefully, like, Free Connection North, FWA, or Anthrocon, something like that, or Rainforest, or whatever other cons there are. Like, I just want to go to a con, hopefully FWA, because that one looks to be the coolest out of all of them. And FCN. Yeah. FCN or FWA, those are probably my two main choices. They just look really fun, and I like vintage electronics, and this is definitely vintage, with the fake chrome and everything. It's kind of got that ghetto blaster look to it, but it's not a ghetto blaster. Almost, but it's not. Yeah, everything about this boombox works perfect, and I hope it stays that way. If the belts go out in the tape deck again, I'll put the spares in. Just gotta put them in a bag and make sure that they're not gonna dry out, because you don't want the belts to dry out. That's the main cause of belts in tape decks to fail, from drying out. They just get stiffened up and they just disintegrate pretty much. I've seen a old VCR that had that problem, where the belts just turned to goo and they were just gone. I ended up putting a rubber band in the VCR as a belt. It worked okay, but it was squeaky, and a rubber band is not the recommended fix. That was when I was younger and I didn't know much about electronics, but I knew enough about that VCR to actually make it a working VCR. But anyway, this boombox is fully working, and I'm going to treasure it always. Maybe get a replacement antenna, because this tip broke off a while back and it's just taped on. It's not actually attached anymore, although it feels like it is. It might actually be held on by a thread. I don't exactly remember what happened. But, yeah, get a replacement antenna for this boombox, if that's even possible. Yeah, there's probably some antennas that would be the same length as this that would work. Yeah. And if I do get a replacement antenna, throw this antenna on the old boombox that is in the garage. I want to say that the boombox in the garage is a Sanyo as well, but I'm not entirely sure. It's got the look of a Sanyo. I don't remember what brand it is. Darn. I'm pretty sure it's a Sanyo. But the antenna on that boombox in my garage, as you saw in my speakers video, like, just, yeah, that antenna is gone. There's nothing left of that antenna. But this antenna is fully working, except for the tip being broken. Yeah. This boombox is fantastic. If you ever run across one of these, if they're getting trashed or anything, I highly recommend getting it, because these are worth fixing up, because they just sound great, and they are tough. These things are tough. Really, really thick plastic. Oh, and another thing that I have to give props to Sanyo for is how easy this thing was to take apart and service the tape deck. It's really simple. You just take out the screws on the back. This whole case separates. Like, this whole top, you gotta pull off the knobs and everything. I might make a video of how to take this boombox apart. It's really, really cool the way that they built this thing. Like, you can actually kind of see it on the side, how it separates. Like, right down here, this whole front piece comes off. Like that, and all the electronics are held on by this back part. So don't worry, you're not pulling off anything electronic on the front except for the speakers. The speakers are the only thing that are attached to this. Even the little dime tweeters are actually attached. Yeah. I mean, those little dime tweeters, like, it's actually been proven that they make a little bit of noise, but they don't make much to notice. It's the only problem with those kind of tweeters. Anyway, that will be a later video. I will show you how to take apart one of these classic Sanyos. These things are definitely classic. I just can't get over how much I love this boombox. And it's almost in kind of mint condition, except for the volume. The little numbers are worn off right there from people turning the volume, because that's a constant thing with these, is turning the volume and slightly adjusting the tone every once in a while. I adjust the tone every once in a while, but 7 is usually a good number to have it at. The numbers for the tone, actually, I think they're actually reversed, but it works with the volume here. Like, this goes 1, 2, 3, and then all the way to 10. Oh, sorry. Terrible camera work. I am so sorry about that. Yeah. Just 1, 2, 3, and then all the way to 10. And then volume 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Or wait, 0 there too. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that is it. Please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Bye.